Let's meet Tony Buzbee. I have no idea who the heck you are, but my video guy says, check this guy out. Tell me what you think about him. So here's Tony Buzbee. 9 face shapes. He's a combination between an iron face and a bucket face. So the iron face is the squareness, and then there's just a little narrowness and squared off here. So that's that bucket quality. So the iron face, strong, stable, stubborn. The bucket is thinking. He's a thinker, a thought leader, intellectually persistent, a list maker. So this is a strong, stable, stubborn thinker. High intellect guy. We'll get to that when we talk about his parts of his face as we go along. Next thing we look at is the right and left sides of the face. And it's really the right eye and the left eye. The right eye is what we show to the world. It's our public persona. It's our mother's influence. The left eye is our true inner private self. And it's our father's influence. So if we cover up that left eye and just look at that right eye, this guy is intense and he is focused. I mean, hyper focused. Drill into the heart of the problem. When we do, this is, until you see it, you don't realize it's there. But when you cover up this guy's anger, it's almost hostile. I wouldn't want this guy across the table from me in any kind of debate. It would not be interesting. I wonder if he's an attorney now that I'm looking at that. Again, don't know who he is. Let's look at his eyebrows. Eyebrows are thin to the outside and they get thicker to the inside. They're also low set, which means he's very willing to help others. He'll want to be paid for that because of his iron determination quality. That would also put him in that either doctor or lawyer category. But the thinness to the eyebrows is 2 indicators. One, in Western medicine, is known as Hertog sign. This indicates a low thyroid function. I don't sense a lot of thyroid issues here. In traditional Chinese medicine, it indicates a lack of sibling support. I'd like to know where he was in the birth order of his family. Was he firstborn or lastborn or only child? No matter what it was, he didn't get a lot of support from his siblings. Next thing, we can't ignore what's going on between his eyebrows. Those deep lines are there. It's so much more dramatic on that right side. This is a liver indicator. The emotion of the liver is anger. And again, we already pointed that out, almost hostile nature. When that line is so dramatic on that right side, I would wonder if there was alcoholism on his mother's side. Could be on either side, but I would put a few bucks on the bet that there's some alcoholism on mom's side. Very narrow mouth. And this is someone that is easily frustrated. This mouth just doesn't seem right to his face. It should be wider. Hard to confide in others is another thing that we see with this. And his head will rule his heart. So that's that bucket quality. We tend to overthink. Ears are different heights. So he probably had less than stellar relationship or a severed relationship with a parent or step parent. My guess is that he is a child of divorce. His ears are also very forward facing. And they're coming forward like this. This is someone that hears everything and doesn't listen. So common in ADD kids, but this is also someone like to hear his own voice. I'm going to put him back into out of the doctor category and back into the lawyer category with that comment. So again, likes to hear his own voice, and it's pretty dramatic. It's actually even more forward facing on the left side. So he really likes to hear his male voice. Underneath his eyes, puffiness is greater on the left. This is unshed tears, probably didn't have the best relationship with his dad based on what I'm seeing here. His left cheek is also very sunken. And this is an indicator of despair. In the features of the face, every feature has an emotion that goes with it. The emotion of this represents the lungs. I don't see lung issues. I don't think he's a smoker, but that indentation can't be ignored. And you say, well, it's the lighting. No, it's not. I'd like to see other pictures of him, but I'll bet you it's still in. So this is despair, has to do with a male. Could it be himself? Sure. My guess is probably not himself. Health-wise, again, got some liver issues, probably inherited. Got some lines underneath his eyes, which represent some adrenal issues. I think this guy eats stress for breakfast, actually. And then he thinks too much about it after the fact. And then some kidney deficiency, probably inherited from his dad because it's greater on that left side. So that's Tony Buzbee, whoever you are. I hope you enjoyed learning about your face. Thanks. Have you enjoyed the faces we've diagnosed thus far? Do you have someone you'd like to see diagnosed? Put it in the comments and it just might happen. Hope you enjoy.